what do you think would be the typical bad teacher? Like, what would he do to be a bad teacher?
The biggest one that I think about when my kids want to talk about a teacher, let's say, is they're like, she always yells at me. He always yells at me. I feel like I just never do good in their class. So criticizing students and always giving, it's okay to criticize, but you can have a positive criticism to where you give their positives. Oh, this was really good. Maybe for next time, this is what you could work on. So not being so negative and just saying your eye contact was terrible, or, things like that. Not screaming at the students when they maybe aren't listening. Maybe turning off the lights instead and just being like, hey guys, let's focus, rather than yelling. Another thing I said is always just giving PowerPoint lectures and being kind of that boring teacher. I wouldn't say that's technically bad, but your students are also not going to score as high on tests and quizzes. A teacher, also the biggest one that I say is a teacher who doesn't accept their mistakes. So when you're not accepting your mistakes, and sometimes, I'll be honest, I do sometimes. I make mistakes, let's say on a quiz, I have a typo. So then the students probably can't even answer that quiz question. So I have to accept the mistake and just give them the answer. So now they have a free answer. But yes, accepting mistakes, knowing that sometimes we as teachers are going to be frustrated, are going to be stressed, are going to have other stressors in our lives that sometimes make us not the best teachers in that situation. So accepting it, and maybe even the following day or even within that class apologizing to your students, because it's okay to be wrong. But I think some of our teachers don't always think that way, and they think, well, I'm the teacher, I'm the authority, so I don't ever make mistakes. I'm better than all of my students in here, and that's not true. Like I tell my kids, we're all human. I get it. You may be smarter than so-and-so sitting next to you, but you're still the same. You can help so-and-so if they're struggling. It's okay. I mean, yes, you can't help them on a quiz or a test, but you can help them study. You can help them maybe create a little Kahoot game together or things like that. So yes, biggest thing is accepting your mistakes and being able to do so. And when admin tells you, so your administration, let's say your principal, tells you maybe that you need to improve on this, actually trying to improve on it and showing them that you're trying to at least improve on it. Whether that be sending an email, here's an idea of what I came up with this work, rather than just sending back negatives to the admin or to a parent or to a student, but sending your positives as well.
Yeah, I really like that, because there are teachers who are very well prepared, full qualified teachers, but then students are there and they cannot even move. So I don't think a student will see you as a great teacher, because they need to be free and they need to know like what's expected for them to do and what's not, and they need to take actually choices. Yep. And do that by their own, not because you are imposing them to do that. Students never like that.
Right.
And that would not make you a good teacher for them. Definitely.